There's something incredibly satisfying about being able to pick up a game and actually enjoy it from start to finish. When you find something you want to play, you buy it, play the game, find it engaging from beginning to end, it's great. But it doesn't always happen that way. And with that, it's obviously much better to pick up something you're almost sure you'll enjoy to some extent than something you're not totally sold on. So why am I here telling you that maybe you should try something that you're not sold on?
Who said we're acting as phantom thieves for your sake? I'm doing it to expand my own horizons.
A lot of people, myself included, like to stay in their lane. In terms of video games, I mean only playing things we think we'll enjoy. Doesn't matter if it's free or paid, most of the time with anything, we'd rather take the safe option than spend time and money on something we might not like. But disregarding the logic behind it, I want to talk about my take on this too. I've told the story probably once or twice at this point before, but my favorite experiences with video games that have left the most impact on my life are the games that I try thinking I won't enjoy them. This isn't something I do often, but as someone who likes to talk about video games and likes to learn more and more about them, I think having a diverse palette and experiencing what you like and dislike is incredibly important. For you, as someone who plays them, there's always a genre, a world, a story, a creative vision you haven't experienced. That's the core of why I think you should try games you may not like.
I ask you to give me your answer.
This channel, the one you're watching right now, whether you've watched any videos on here or not, has a lot of Persona videos. It's the main focus of what I do here. But did I start back with Persona 1 and 2? Did I play P3 on the PlayStation 2? No. In fact, my journey with Persona, like many other people, began with Persona 5, so only truly about 7 years ago. To paint the basic picture, I went to GameStop to pick up a copy of Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5 collection on the PS4. At the time, a friend told me I should play it. The employee at the register asked if I wanted to pre-order any other games, and his suggestion was Persona 5. Now at the time, I didn't know anything about this game. I may have seen it in passing once or twice, and I had a friend who played Persona 4 Golden on his PS Vita, but I knew almost nothing. I saw anime RPG, and I said, no, I'm good, which is ironic considering the game I was picking up. That summer rolled around, and I had not much to do, so I decided to search for a new game to play. I wound up picking up a used copy of Persona 5 at my local GameStop with the intention of returning it within a week, because you could do that with used games back then. I don't know if you can now, I haven't bought anything from GameStop in a very long time. But instead, I was hooked. It didn't take long for me to get invested in this game. There wasn't an experience quite like it. I mean, for me, time slots, calendar systems, time limitations were going to be the death of me in a lot of games. And turn-based combat that wasn't Pokemon, I convinced myself I didn't like. And that was all bundled into one game. It's like the core of the entire game. And it's one of my favorite games of all time. Yeah, this game I picked up. You see this, if you look closely, you can see the god-awful pre-order box art from GameStop about it. You know, that's fun. But yeah, this one right here left a massive impact on me. Beyond almost anything I could understand at the time.
Please, won't you stop fighting this and just return to the current reality?
Of course, this is one time I enjoyed something that I expected to dislike. But that, at its core, is the feeling that I want to capture. I won't always dive at the prospect of playing a game that I don't think I'm super interested in. And I don't think you should either. It's not like playing a game you don't think you'll like is going to 180 every single time. This instance is an exception, not the norm. And going back into the logic of these situations on whether you should buy a game that you know you'll like, or one that you're like, not completely sold on, there are a lot of limiting factors to doing this. Let's be realistic, often the risks outweigh the reward. Time and money are finite, and even if you see a game that you're curious enough to check out, but have reservations about trying, you might back out because spending even an hour or $5 on something you won't have fun with just isn't worth it. As I said, I don't pick up every single game I see. There are tons of games that I sweep to the side, go into my Steam queue, no. Don't want to play any of those. Watching all those big presentations, I see tons of games that I say, I'm not interested in this at all, and I'll never pick them up. I'm not telling you to go out and pick up every single game that you see. There's a lot of value in trying something new, or even testing if you'll enjoy a game. But to have that payoff where you find something you truly enjoy is just one potential outcome of many different ones. In short, when you put the logic into it, sometimes this doesn't really make any sense. But a lot of things we do don't make sense. Let's be realistic about that too. This is something I personally recommend, but only doing on occasion, and if you have the resources available to do so.
Ready how? Never mind. Guess I just gotta wing it.
But in some sense, the whole reason to try new things is for that payoff at the end. It's not always going to work out, but when it does, a bunch of new doors, countless new doors open for you. For me, playing through Persona 5 made me realize a lot of things that I liked and disliked about games, and it led me to trying a lot more games that I wouldn't have tried otherwise. I think it's important to see what other games have to offer. On the surface could be something that really doesn't vibe with you, but underneath could be a work of art that you enjoy more than you'd ever known. Not everything will end with a fantastic experience. More often than not, when I try a game that I'm skeptical about, I leave with a, oh, okay, kind of feeling. It's not dissatisfaction, but usually a feeling of the game basically just meeting my expectations. I didn't fully enjoy it the way everyone else does, or I'm mixed on it. I'm not completely in the red about it, but I'm not in the green either. You're in the middle ground. You didn't exceed my expectations, which is genuinely what I'm looking for when I try things that I'm not expecting to enjoy. Ultimately, what you try is up to you, and our finite time and money makes this not something everyone will find worthwhile or valuable. But I think trying one new thing every once in a while is certainly a valuable and worthwhile experience, because it can send you down a whole different path. So let me know if you've ever tried any games that you had reservations about, and it wound up exceeding your expectations, leading you to find all new interests from it. You can leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel if you want. Yeah, really, I just kind of wanted to talk about this story again, because it's kind of the main driver of a lot of the things I do on this channel, so yeah. Thanks for watching.